coronavirus is a serious crisis, but the crisis is being made worse by the money changers and profiteers on the cable networks, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC. As I've said before, they continue to whip up panic and fear. Just the other day, the president shot down that low-class reporter, Jim Acosta of CNN, saying, well, I'm just trying to create calm. And it's very positive that the president's trying to create calm, but at the same time, doing his best to try to make this crisis less serious. But it is serious. However, we don't need Fox News and the others to be boosting their ratings, profiteering. Just yesterday, it came out how much Fox is profiting from this entire matter. And today, I've written an open letter to the chairman of Fox Corporation, which owns Fox News, Lachlan Murdoch, the son of Rupert Murdoch. You can find it at freedomwatchusa.org. Fox has become an even bigger whore than CNN and MSNBC, if you can believe that. Not only in that respect, but the fact that it speaks out of both sides of its mouth. It recently fired Trish Reagan, a true conservative, for an innocent remark that she made, that she thought the Democrats were exploiting the coronavirus for political purposes. You can expect Jeanine Pirro and Lou Dobbs to be gone shortly. Of course, they'll keep Hannity as limited, as intellectually bereft, and as juvenile as he is with the same monologue every night, because his ratings are high. That's jingling the money for Fox News, like Judas jingled the money when he turned in Jesus to the Romans for crucifixion. We are, in fact, being crucified, not just by the Chinese coronavirus, but by the fear and panic that these cable news networks are whipping up. And another thing about Fox, and my letter mentions this too, they won't put people on the air who say anything that is, in their view, politically incorrect. The station is moving to the left. Lachlan Murdoch is a leftist, but my clients are not put on the air. And of course, they won't report things that Freedom Watch does, because I've had my issues with Fox over the years, not just with regard to their unethical business practices, but also with regard to clients who have been sexually harassed by Roger Ailes or defamed by people like Bill O'Reilly at the time, female clients. So they don't report the news. They just boycott and blacklist anybody that they disagree with. As an example, we have filed a lawsuit in Sacramento, California against Governor Gavin Newsom. There was an entire segment yesterday, actually in the entire show, of Laura Ingraham, which talked about how these draconian orders by state governors are abridging our constitutional freedom. Sure, there need to be advisory guidance given by the governors, but they can't threaten to arrest people if people exercise their right of assembly, of First Amendment privilege, and other things. Yet Ben Stein, who filed this lawsuit, he is my client, against Governor Newsom to get a declaratory judgment from the state of California courts that the governor cannot throw people in jail, cannot threaten them, cannot abridge religious freedom and disallow people to worship. He isn't on the air, and Ben is a very prominent person. That's just one example. So using the phrase of the New York Times, all the news that's fit to print, we know what a bunch of hacks the New York Times is. Fox News is rapidly going in that direction, and they've been in that direction for many years. I also want to say that Tucker Carlson, for instance, that's another example. His show last night, I turned in briefly to see what's going on, but then I turned it off. Tucker Carlson had a segment, a correct segment, that the coronavirus was most likely the result of a leak from a Chinese bioweapons lab in Wuhan, China. He pointed out how those leftist so-called experts that say, no, it just came from a food market with a bat, B-A-T, have no basis to say that. They just knock it down as a conspiracy theory because it's being uttered by conservatives such as myself. And not just uttered, there's a lot of circumstantial evidence. Wuhan was locked down, whistleblowers were imprisoned, and China continues to lie about the infection rate in China, saying, oh, it's frankly no big deal. Yet here's the problem, is that even President Trump, who I'm supportive of, will not confront China. It's not enough to say, oh, it's the Chinese virus. Your people, your colleagues, your patriotic friends at Freedom Watch, including me, have taken hard action. We have filed a $21 trillion class action suit in Dallas, Texas, for people who have been harmed. We have filed a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit to obtain the information from the intelligence agencies, the American intelligence agencies, who obviously knew what was going on in China, but did not advise the president timely. And we have filed a criminal complaint with the International Criminal Court in The Hague, Holland, to have President Xi of China and the rest of his leftist communist hacks indicted, tried, and convicted and thrown in jail where they belong for this crime against humanity. All of these things your Freedom Watch is doing, and we need your support. We don't need to hear the BS out of Fox News. We need support, and they won't even report this. So go to freedomwatchusa.org. Contribute to our cause with tax-deductible contributions. This is expensive. I'm amassing teams of lawyers. I'm also helping foreign countries bring the same cases. There's going to be a case soon in Israel, in India, and other places because they've been harmed as well by these Chinese, not the Chinese people, they're good people, but the evil government in Beijing and its Politburo. So please support what we're doing and recognize that we are your Justice Department. Where is Attorney General Bill Barr? As I've said before, hiding under his desk with a mask, a gas mask? Apparently, probably even worse, hasn't even been heard of. And expect our so-called Justice Department, which is not controlled by Trump, it's renegade, it's broken away, it's rogue. Expect them to defend the Chinese in these lawsuits. So you have to support Freedom Watch. Go to freedomwatchusa.org. Contribute to our cause. Sign up for our Justice League. Get up off the couch. Do something positive. Don't obsess over the BS that's coming out of Fox News and the other cables. It's supposed to scare you so they can jingle the change, make more money, advertising dollars. Look at their hosts. They're smiling. They know they're going to get raises, highest ratings ever. They're exploiting this. Charts on the right-hand side of the television screen showing people dying second by second. Is that necessary? No, it's not. It's meant to make money, like Judas sold out Jesus to the Romans. Consequently, please go to freedomwatchusa.org. Join our Justice League, contribute to our cause, do something proactive, do something to save your loved ones and yourself, and share this podcast. You can find it at freedomwatchusa.org, on iTunes, on Spotify, on Patreon, on Roku, on Amazon Fire, on Facebook. Share it far and wide. This is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. It's not couched to make money. Freedom Watch needs your support because we don't have that much. We need to ramp up. We need to hire more people. So go to freedomwatchusa.org. We represent you and your loved ones. And stay safe. God is behind us. Keep that in mind. Do not panic despite the attempts, the exploitive attempts of Fox News and the other cables. And read my open letter, which will be at freedomwatchusa.org. It's strong, but it needs to be said. God bless you. God bless America. God save your family and stay safe. I'll be back tomorrow with another podcast of Special Prosecutor with Larry Klayman. Thank you for listening to me.